Over 40 million people deal with anxiety, and that's just in the US. Anxiety is a term that people use a lot these days, but what is it? It's that feeling of stress, nervousness, or being overwhelmed. Today, we're going to try to figure out whether anxiety is as bad as it really sounds. Back in the day, our ancestors needed anxiety to help them avoid dangerous predators. But now that we live in a relatively safe world, anxiety can sometimes be a bit too much. According to one of my favorite creators, Bedros Keuilian, we start feeling that rush of anxiety when we aren't living our lives congruently. If that confuses you, then same. But I think he means that we begin feeling stressed when we aren't living our lives how we think we should be.
Your higher self telling you that you are living incongruently with the man that you want to be.
It's still important to be prepared for any potential threats or stress. So let's see how we can deal with it in a way that works for us. Let's talk about severe anxiety. Severe anxiety is a terrible experience that comes up when our brains associate harmless situations with past traumatic experiences. Like when you're sitting on the couch and randomly think about that time you crashed your bike because you slammed on the front brakes too hard. Just me? Great. Now I'm anxious. Unfortunately, despite more than 40 million adults in the US being affected by anxiety, access to effective treatments is still limited. However, there is hope. In this video, we will share some tips that will help you transform anxiety into a more manageable experience, allowing you to regain control of your life. Consider anxiety as a concerned voice trying to bring your attention to something important. Rather than trying to suppress it, pay attention to its emotional messages. Not all negative emotions are bad for you. In fact, feeling anxious once in a while is good. It tells you you need to go out and do something that will make you feel better. Like holding a beach ball underwater, the more you resist, the more it hangs around. When you acknowledge the message, you will be able to master your anxiety. Having the correct view of anxiety is crucial to understanding it. Sometimes we tend to overestimate situations, which can lead to unnecessary worry. It's important to maintain a lighthearted and optimistic attitude to avoid this. We need to realize that most of our suffering comes from our imagination, not reality. We should not let our worries have any control over future uncertainties. Gradual exposure is the antidote. Like defusing a bomb, identify your triggers and disarm them step by step. Embrace the climb as each step brings you closer to a calmer peak. Face your fears and watch your world expand. Did you know you can reduce your anxiety in real time with breathing exercises? When we are anxious, our heart rate is typically higher than usual. A simple way to reduce our heart rate through breathing is to take a short inhale and then one long exhale. Do this about 20 times or so until you feel calm again. Consistency is key for managing chronic anxiety. Establishing a routine reduces worry and minimizes the mental energy spent on your decision making. It always feels better when you accomplish something, no matter how little it is. Shift your focus outward, be interested in others, and stop magnifying your flaws. There's a psychological term called the spotlight effect. That's when our brain tricks us into believing that everyone in the room is paying extra close attention to our every move. You notice the stain on your shirt and think that everyone around you must be thinking that you're a slob, when in fact, no one cares. Just think that whatever happens in public, however minute it is, like if you spill a drink on accident or say something dumb, those people will forget about it in an hour anyway. This simple perspective shift can alleviate social anxiety and free you from the self-imposed spotlight. Social anxiety and fear of public speaking are common issues. You can do anything you set your mind to. Just don't be afraid to go out and do it. If you think that you look dumb, just remember that nobody is going to remember it unless it directly affects them. Let's work together to unravel the mysteries of anxiety and regain control over our minds. Thanks for watching.